Hi everyone, this is Hogan and this is my response to the Ice Bucket Challenge. Even though I was not nominated by anyone and not many people around me actually took part in this campaign or activity, I still find that there's the need for me to make this video to share with you my experience from the perspective of a patient because I watched a lot of videos on the internet, as you might have watched. Many singers, celebrities, or in Taiwan even politicians took the challenge and posted their videos on Facebook. However, judging from the comments below, the result appeared to be more about publicity than actually raising the awareness of this disease. So I thought that I was going to make this video, and I hope that more people can talk about and speak up and talk about their experience, so that the public get to know more, get to understand the disease, not just the ALS, but any other disease, maybe other neuron degeneration. First of all, I want to explain that my condition is different from that of amyotrophic lateral sclerosis or ALS, which is genetic, inherent, and gets worse and worse until the patient loses total physical mobility and the ability to digest and breathe. On the other hand, my condition resulted from a viral infection, and it doesn't appear to get worse so far, but regular physical check is still necessary every few months just to see if the condition is getting any better or any worse. My story goes back to a few years ago, December 21st. I can still vividly remember that because it was right before Christmas. I had planned to celebrate it, but it was messed up. Anyway, on that day I woke up with a severe headache, and I had the symptom of double vision before that, but it was not until then that I realized the condition might have been a lot more serious than I thought. So I was hospitalized immediately, and for the first few days in the hospital, double vision improved a little, and I thought, well, I'm gonna get out of here as soon as possible, because I was sick of staying in the hospital. So I thought maybe within a week I could get out of the hospital and return to my normal life. However, new symptom appeared, and after 1 week my hospitalization moved on to the second week, and I began to notice that I could not control my body. It was like I was a puppet and somebody else was pulling the strings of my legs. I couldn't move them smoothly or as I wanted. Within a few days, I lost my physical mobility. I could only spend the days lying in bed or sitting in a wheelchair, because as soon as I tried to stand up, I fell down. I lost physical balance and coordination because the right side of my cerebellum was a little damaged, as the computer scan showed. So that affected my movement. And at that time it was Christmas, so the whole hospital was there. It was filled with festive atmosphere. There was a huge Christmas tree in the hall, and there were people singing Christmas carols. But at that time, when my parents took turns taking care of me, or just pushed me around in a wheelchair, all I could think about was how miserable my life was, and there was a strong sense of unfairness. I didn't do anything wrong. I questioned why such a thing would happen to me. 2 weeks later, and 2 weeks later, my doctor told me that my condition had stabilized. But at that time, I could not move anymore. But he said it was okay. So I thought, well, then I couldn't wait to get out of the hospital. But when I got home, I was a lot different from what I was before the disease. And it took me half a year, nearly 6 months of rehabilitation to regain to my feet. And it was a painful process. There were a lot of other people who lost their mobility, maybe in an accident, or like me because of the disease. But at the same time, I also saw other people there who were trying to live as much as possible, but they were just as hopeless as I was. Rehabilitation center, and I had to spend hours and hours standing there or using the different kind of devices or equipment to exercise, to move my body. And at that time I really hated myself for being so weak and so useless. I also began to think that maybe I should be grateful because I get to live. I'm still alive, and as long as I live, there's chance, there's hope, and that's the most important thing. And after all this, and especially after watching these videos, I realized that it's not just the Ice Bucket Challenge or the money, the attention, or not just the attention, the care, the sincere care and understanding from other people, from the people around your life, is what really matters. Make us feel a lot of more at ease, more comfortable, and also give us the strength to keep going, because we're not just living for ourselves, as anyone else is not just living for oneself, but also for a lot of other people. So I hope that this video serves that purpose. Thank you for watching this video, which is actually the result of many attempts, because I've rehearsed it several times before, and the result was really emotional, and I look so ugly in those videos, in those footage. But there people need to see that the disease. Last but not least, I want to thank you for watching this video. Even though I know it must have appeared ridiculous. And last but not least, thank you for watching this video, which I hope that it serves the purpose I mentioned earlier. Years after the disease, the event, what left me is still an imbalanced body that lacks physical balance, and there's still a little symptoms as you can see right here. It's involuntary motion tremor. I couldn't control it, and I feel ashamed every time when it happens in the public, and I was afraid that people might see it. But I guess it's about time that I accepted myself, accepted this as a part of my life, before I ask other people to accept who I am or what I am. Not just me, but also this disease, because I guess the disease and I are now inseparable. It's like a lot of ice is added to this drink, and it's gonna give you a big headache at the beginning, but eventually it will melt away. It will become less visible. But the fact is that the ice never goes away. It's still in the drink, and it's not gonna be the same anymore. So that's what this disease is all about, I guess. To accept it, to realize it, to understand it, and to care the people around us. So cheers to health, to life.